Hey good people, how's it going? I hope you guys are well. You guys are healthy. This is not straight, is it? So you're going to be watching this video and it's going to be to the side. Isn't it not? Who knows? Anyway, that doesn't matter. So hey good people, I hope you guys are well and you guys are feeling good about life and yourself and all those good things. Today I want to speak to you guys about plant medicine, and not necessarily, you know, about the medicine, because I'm not no expert in the medicine, but my experience and my journey in taking the plant medicine. And I've done it like 4 times now. So yes, I've done shrooms and I've done DMT, and I'm yet to do mama ayahuasca, but I know in good time when that aligns and you know, I'm ready to do that. I'll be ready to do that. So yes, my first experience of DMT was quite good, you know. It wasn't a bad experience, to be fair. Everyone has different journeys. But I got to see my mom and my dad, their spirit energy. And it's kind of like I got to see what I was made up of. And but when I came out of it, that was kind of like a message of like, girl, you know, you need to respect yourself, because some guys have only, you know. So yeah, that was it. I got to see my beautiful mother's energy and my dad's serious energy come together to create more. Yeah, man. And then I had like an overall body healing. So like my light body was illuminated, like everywhere was just white and light. I seen a dragon was coming towards me like this, you know, and you know, it's a mystical creature. It has probably lots of meanings, and you know, it could even be one of my spirit guides. I don't know. And I seen shapes and things like that, but overall, when I came out of it, it's like I seen myself, and I was told to respect myself, you know, even though it was in a roundabout way, but that's what I got from it. And I don't want to die in the car with no bloody ventilation going on. I also got to see how powerful I am. Even though I'm yet to really embody that, it was showing me, girl, what you playing at? You know what I'm saying? So that was my first experience, and I did that with a shaman. And you know, anything that I've experienced, I will not give you the details of where the stuff came from or who you can go to, because I feel like when you're ready to experience it, all those things are gonna align for you. Because I'm not trying to, you know, put anybody, you know, in the front line of any line when it's not, you know what I'm saying? So the second time, it got a bit intense. It was very intense. It was very, it was quite, I want to say traumatic. It wasn't traumatic, but it was intense. It was very intense. And it was intense because I had to go to places of myself that I thought I had dealt with, but girl, obviously not. You know what I'm saying? And I went back to these places, and I got to heal. You know what I'm saying? I got to cry for that the child within, you know, and just see that whole experience from a different perspective, and offer myself the care that I needed at that time. You know what I'm saying? So those tears that I didn't cry back then, I cried for that child now in my adulthood, and that is a form of healing. So I'm very grateful for that, because clearly deep down in my emotional body, it still was affecting me, whether I was conscious of it or not, but it was still lingering there within the realms of my subconscious. Now, I got to see or experience an Egyptian deity called Sekhe or Sekhmet. I'm sure it was Sekhe, because Sekhe is about healing, or Sekhmet is about healing. But I just remember kept on shouting that, Sekhe, Sekhe, Sekhe. and that's healing. So then that just shows me I've got a direct connection to Kemet, ancient Kemet, and the deities and the gods and stuff like that. I believe so. This is just what I feel within my own essence. Yes, and that was trauma, and that was a lot of trauma healing. My body was pulsating, doing the most. And yes, I am just very conscious that this is not straight. That makes it straight. This makes it leaned. So when you're watching this now, you're going to be thinking, why is their camera leaned? One moment, I'll be back. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a bit leaned. I don't know. And then... Oh, sorry guys, I'm back. And then I did shrooms. Christ almighty. When I did the shrooms, I was like, when is this going to be over? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like 8 hours of tripping. No disrespect to the plant or anything, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, jeez. And at first, I was just like, I kept going, you know, it felt quite, again, it was intense, but it was more like, it's like this thing was like taking over your body, and then you was going through all of these different experiences. And one thing it says to me is like, how are you going to heal if you don't go within? How are you going to heal if you don't go within? Because I was busy looking at, because it was a ceremony, it was a group ceremony. I'm busy looking at everybody. Is everybody else all right? But the pilot's like, well, we can't help you if you don't close your eyes and go within. Do you know what I'm saying? So I went within, and it's like I was offering light to my heart. So much light to my heart, and I could just feel it was just washing away, like any heaviness that I had in my heart. It was just going, and it felt so good. And you know, yeah, I went through different memories and things like that, and you know, I did a lot of purging. But at the same time, doing the shrooms allowed me to see like my lower nature. So I turned into a serpent, but there was light in the serpent. There was light, because that's wisdom. Serpent energy is wisdom, and we need to know this, because we negatively label things, and we miss the education of what we're labeling, because we're just being so small-minded. And then I see my higher nature, I became like a hub for the space, and my energy just went up, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And it's just, I was holding space. I literally was holding the space, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's not what I could see, but it's what I could feel, you know. And you know, I just remember just holding this, and then my kundalini is active. Jeez, I'm bred. Would it make me sit still? It's just, my energy was just going, and I realized we all are light energy, and we all got light energy in us. But my energy is so light that it's you know, the higher you vibrate, the more the frequencies like this. And the denser you are, your frequencies are yeah, so my frequency was so for my own body. I was like, come on, ground yourself. Come on, Sasha. Come on. Because I was just, you know, my kundalini, everything was just, my energy was just going. You just wanted to just, someone said something. What the heck? What's going on here? Even though in meditation and things like this, I've experienced this, but this is like high intensity. Like, if I could levitate, I'm sure I would have. Yeah, so that was kind of, and then I did have a bad trip in my shroom experience. Not all of it, but a part of it, because I was like out of it, thinking, where am I? What's going on? And this, I think, partly is to do with my mental health. I've had mental health breakdowns, you know, borderline, they say, you know, psychosis or whatever, acute psychosis. I just think, you know, I've just dealt with too much fuckery, and my mind's just trying to process it. And basically I felt like that's what was taking place in the trip, is that I lost any form of recollection of where I was and what was going on, and I had to see somebody to realize that, okay, I'm here, I'm in England, I'm in the UK, and I'm having a bad trip. Okay, all right, I need to stay grounded because my energy is too, you know, and I had to deal, you know, my mind is active, it's very, very active, very, very active, and it's just like, I just needed to just silence my mind, man. You know, you want your mind to just be still, just shut up. And yeah, that's kind of how that experience was for me. I can't really remember much more. I know there was probably a lot, you know, and that was it. I was looking at people, and it's like I could see different things, not different things, but different people within the people. So what the fuck is this? Do you know what I mean? I was judging myself a lot. I probably would, you know, was doing that a lot, but I come to learn that my gifts are being revealed to me, you know, bit by bit, so I'm able to see people, you know what I mean, not just see what you show me, but see right through you and all that you are about. I think I would say it like that, because the second time I did shrooms, there was some positive and there was some heaviness, but the positive is that, like, you know, the shrooms take to my energy, and they use me as a what's it called, as a vessel to help to heal, you know. But what happened was, when I was being a vessel of healing, maybe the energy that I was around, or, you know, the space that I was in didn't necessarily take towards my healing, and I just felt like I was doing a lot of purging. And again, it was a bit of a bad trip for me. I think I'd just be having bad trips, you know. Maybe I need to just, you know, the more times I go through the experience, the better it will be for myself. But yeah, again, the energy worked with me, and I was just holding space. I was just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm yet to fully comprehend everything I've experienced. I've seen the ayahuasca notes, and I don't know how to. It's like Icaros. I've seen them notes like all over the place, but I don't know how to interpret them or anything like that. So you know, the more I feel like the more life goes on, the more will be revealed to me. Yes. That was that experience. I want, you know, it was it was that type of experience. But I give thanks, because, you know, you have to go to some places within yourself, you know. If you want to help people, you've got to go to those places within yourself, and you've got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? You've got to be ready to experience what you experience for yourself. Yeah, so the third time now. No. So I've done DMT 3 times. So the last time I've done DMT now was with a shaman. And amazing shaman. Like, mate, there's levels and then there's levels. You get what I'm saying? And I purged energy in me that I don't even know what that's going on with me. You're mad. No, you know what I'm saying? But I purged, and I'm so grateful. I'm still got that gratitude in my heart till this day, you know, because I was able to just, here, it just felt there was nothing. Everything has gone. What was here is vanished out of the window to the angels. You get what I'm saying? And again, I seen the serpent energy, but there was light surrounding the serpent energy. And then I seen like Egyptian deities. I think it was Anubis or Beset. all lined up around me, like holding the fort. You get me? They were holding the fort. I just seen them, and they just. I was like, wow. And I remember just looking up, thinking, wow. And then like these eyes going like this, but it was beautiful. And it's me and my mind. My mind just says, please, Cassandra, will you just stop thinking so much, dear child. Stop overthinking. You'll think yourself into problems. Do you get what I'm saying? And with that, I then what else happened? I literally left my body. My hands dissolved into each other. They went this. You see how it's solid now? And I left my body completely dissolved into, I don't know where I went. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually I came back into my body bit by bit. But my energy again, you know, very sensitive. I'm a very sensitive person, and I have a natural psychic ability, and I'm somebody that, because I am so sensitive, I have to constantly cleanse my space, because it's just like, you know, a lot of the time I am dealing with things and holding on to things that are not my business. It's not my business, you know, it's not my business. But because maybe I care so much, or just naturally just things just attached to me, you know, I have to constantly just, you know, cleanse my space and cleanse my aura and keep in good vibrations, because I don't do well in negative vibrations. Who does? You know, yeah, that was my final experience. It was nice. I also had, I think, is it the thing that you blow up your nose, it clears out your mucus, and then the things that you put in your eyes, and it kind of like takes out any badness in and around here. Yes, so these were my experiences, and I would say overall, I probably miss things, you know what I'm saying? I probably miss things, but, you know, I remember I seen some women dancing like this when I first went in there. And it also says to me, you know, no matter what shaman I go to, the plant ultimately wants to help. So whether I go to Peru, or I go to the man down the road, or the woman up the road, the plant medicine is always going to help me. So it's not about necessarily the shaman per se. The shaman helps, but I shouldn't be looking for the help from the shaman, because the plant is helping me in it. So kind of like always have respect and love for the plant. Yes, and I would say overall, I would recommend it. It's not for the faint-hearted. Well, is it for the faint-hearted? It's not for the faint. No, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's some serious stuff, you know. It's some serious stuff, but it's worth it. It's worth it, because you get to, you know, this 3D world is just 3D world, man. Like, there's this world, but there's so much more to life than what this world is about. So when you transcend into other dimensions and you get to connect with other parts of yourself, it's bliss. You know, meditate. Before I did plant medicines, I've been someone to meditate, to get out into nature. And in doing so, I already had a strong sense of self, you know. So I already had activated my Kundalini before doing plant medicines. And maybe that's probably why it was on one. But I've taken time, you know, aside from plant medicines, to really get to know myself through meditation, through nature, through yoga, through journaling, through stillness, through being around the right people. And the plant medicine has just supported the journey that I am on, and it's revealed to me that, you know, I too am a healer in some aspect of the way, and these things I need to learn more about. And maybe stop being so judgmental, stop judging myself and stop judging other people, you know. And you've got to deal with the darkness of your own soul. You gotta go there, honey. You gotta go there, because how are you gonna help anybody with their stuff if you can't deal with your own stuff? Do you get what I'm saying? You gotta be able to deal with your own stuff. So yes, this has been my experience. If you have any questions, maybe some questions will prompt me to go further into different details of things. But yeah, this has been my experience. Yes, and it's been a beautiful experience. Would I do it again? Most definitely. Maybe not for now, but yeah, because I want to do Mama Ayahuasca. Excuse me. I want to do Mama Ayahuasca, so that is a process, isn't it? It's a process. I have to work my way to that, you know. Am I doing it because I just want to experience it? That too, but also I want, you know, when you just want the wholeness of who you are back to who you are, and you know, and maybe there's some things that I need to know within my own spirit, my own self, you know, and you know, I don't see pharmaceutical prescriptions helping me get there. So you know, maybe the natural way is the better way, you know. So with that being said, stay divine, stay excellent, let love guide you. Until next time, peace. See ya.